What's up, soccer fans? Mike Guglielmi in the house to bring you episode number 216. We got a lot to talk about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Just got off the Colorcast episode for the baseball game in that Grand Slam Challenge. And on this episode tonight, we're going to talk about all the MLS games from last week. We're also going to talk a little bit about the Concacaf World Cup qualifiers from last week and look at the table ahead. And then some listener requests. I'm going to give you my plan for Toronto FC in their offseason, what they're going to do in the offseason, as well as I'm also going to give you my predictions for who's going to make the playoffs in the MLS Cup. Isaiah Paskin's in the house. Joel Hampton in the house. Mike without a hat. I know I forgot to put my hat on, man. Oh my God, you can't see this bald head on TV. What's going on here? What's going on? Oh, we got Nathan Wynn, Chicago Plays, Dave Sabinski, Badass Kombucha hanging out in the Colorcast chat as well. Chicago Plays in YouTube as well. Thank you very much for being here. All right, guys, let's get right into the action, shall we? This thing has been all updated and everything. We're running strictly through YouTube now and not through StreamYard. So it's going to be crazy. Just make sure you cut me a little bit of slack here as we roll through here. But let's get started. Montreal and Philadelphia. A 2-2 draw between two teams fighting for a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. Montreal, a last-minute game-tying goal by Sunisi Ibrahim in the 95th minute. An own goal by the keeper, Pantemis. And then we got Kai Wagner with a goal for Philadelphia. So a strong result for Philly on the road against the team. They're fighting for a playoff spot there. All right, Zachary Harden's in the house as well. What's up, Zachary? And then there's Badass Kombucha over on YouTube and says Emma and Noah on also. Well, Emma and Noah, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys hanging out here with your dad and watching the show and listening to it as well. All right, so Montreal, they got to do better. This team has got to do better. They are fighting for a playoff spot. They have got to do better. They've got to get 3 points at home. That's what you need to do. Period. But they don't. Philly gets the tie. Let's talk about the next one. LAFC San Jose. The LAFC, I almost called them the Galaxy. I'm going to catch a lot of hell for that one. But hey, LAFC with a 3-1 victory over San Jose. Masovsky, Arango with a penalty kick, and then Arango in the 88th minute. The goals for LAFC, Fierro, the goal for San Jose, and a very strong performance there from LAFC. They've got to get better. They've got to get strong if they want to make the playoffs, and they finally get this. Yeah, Isaiah says, you mean Chivas 2 SA? Right, exactly. A new Wiseman in the house. What's up, man? How you doing? Atlanta creeping up the table. You got it, a new Wiseman. We'll be talking about Atlanta here in a minute. HJU Rodriguez in the house as well. Thanks for jumping on, guys. Appreciate it, guys. Hit that like button down below. We only have 4 likes on the YouTube stream. Let's get that like button going. And Nate over there on Sons of a Pitch Soccer Central, man, I'll get you on the hot seat during the baseball game, brother. I can't put you on the hot seat during the regular podcast episode because things are coming in hot, fast, and furious on this one. All right, so we're at 4869 subscribers, guys. Let's get up to 4,900 here. We're getting close to 5,000. The goal is to get to 5,000 by the end of the month. I think we can get there. I do. I believe we can get there. LAFC with a big victory here. Very big win for them. They had to get this victory. They have to get back on track if they want to make the playoffs, and they did just that. Columbus against Inter Miami. Columbus Crew in the house. 4-0 victory over Miami, and my God, Inter Miami, how bad is this Inter Miami team? Zachary says, once you get to Vancouver versus SKC, please roast me. I will, Zachary, I will. And Inter Miami needs some roasting as well, because this team is horrible. Absolutely horrible, man. I mean, this is bad. Really bad. Inter Miami, don't they have like 16 DPs? What the hell? And there you go, HJU Rodriguez fired up about the 3-1 victory for RSL. We'll talk about that game as well later on, HJU. But yes, RSL gets the Rocky Mountain Cup back to Salt Lake. Love it. Isaiah says, I ain't buying any Miami gear until Neville and Higuain are gone. Look, Neville's not the right guy. He's not the right guy for MLS. I'm sorry. David Beckham, you got to think about it, man. He's not the right guy. And, yeah, I mean, totally. It feels like Miami is almost a USL side or a Sunday League side. Totally, they are. I mean, this team is horrible. They need a Saudi takeover. Truth, a new Wiseman. They do, because these guys are bad. I mean, they really are. It's it's a shame to see in a sense, but then it's kind of like good because you're like, yeah, haha. You guys think you're so great and you think you're so wonderful and you're going to, spend all this money and you still can't amount to nothing. So, hey, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But overall, Columbus doing what they have to do to get back into the playoff race here in the Eastern Conference. They've got to they got to get it going. They've got to put a strong finish up in this one if they want to get into the playoffs. I think they might do that. We'll talk about that in my MLS Cup preview with my predictions for who I think will get into the playoffs for both the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. So make sure you're stay tuned for that one. Isaiah says Alonso should have stayed as head coach. I agree. I think they screwed up by putting in or taking out Alonso when they did. I really do. But Columbus, good victory for them. They're just slowly getting back into form. This is the reigning MLS Cup champions here, guys. They can't be taken lightly. They cannot be taken lightly. So I'm glad that they're at least pulling things back a little bit, and we'll see if they can get through that push there. All right, next up, New England and Chicago. This is the game that lost me some money, y'all. This lost me a lot of money this week. I thought this was a lock. New England against the best team in the league, against one of the worst teams in the league. I'm like, oh yeah, no, we got this. All right, YouTube's telling me my audio is coming in like crap, but it seems to be coming in fine. So, New England, a 2-2 draw with Chicago in Gillette Stadium. Say what? Like, this was an easy win for this team, but they couldn't get it done. Kiltum and Bo with the goals for New England, Badran and Aliseda the goals for Chicago Fire. And, man, the Fire, oof, that team is bad. Isaiah says, unacceptable by New England to drop points. But that happens, man. These guys have been rolling so hard for so long that you get into this end of the season now. You got the Shield wrapped up. You know you're the one seed in the East. You got nothing to play for. And this is what happens. And this, I should have been a little bit more careful with my bets this past week because I had a couple 3-team parlays ready to hit if it was not for this result. All right. So, enough of that. The Fire. John Donovan will talk to you more about this on the regular podcast side. He put in a nice 5-minute segment that we put in the regular podcast episode. So remember, guys, if you guys listen to podcasts, just download the episode. It helps out. Just download and listen on there. You can hear John Donovan, a true Fire fan, thick and through. He'll tell you all about this team. Fire 2020 in the house. What's up, Fire 2020? How are you? Zachary says 2 badges this season for Chicago, still not bringing any results. It's bad, man. Chicago's horrible. They really are. Cincinnati and Orlando. Orlando City gets the 1-0 victory over the worst team in MLS, FC Cincinnati at TQL Stadium. Junior Urso the goal in the 13th minute. And Orlando, a result they had to have. They had to have it. This is a team who's fighting for one of the top spots in the Eastern Conference. They have to win these games, period. They've got to win them. And they did just that. They do get the goal early and then dominated the rest of the game to take it there. Let's take a look at the stats here. And Cincinnati, my God, this poor team. They did hold possession, 53-47, but fairly even. Total shots, 18-9 for Orlando. Shots on goal, 5 for Orlando, 3 for FC Cincinnati. So, fairly even game, but Orlando gets the victory that they needed to get. All right, Cincy for the wooden spoon. Totally. 100%. And there's Tio on YouTube. Fire. TID. All right, Jay Jardim in the house as well. What's up, Jay? Hey, guys, make sure you hit that like button. We're only sitting at 6 likes so far, guys. We're always up at like 12 or 13 by now. Smash that like button down below if you haven't done so already. And, hey, you know what? Tio, question for you, man. Check on Facebook. I want to know if this stream is out on Facebook for you, my man, because I'm streaming to Facebook as well through my OBS system, and I'm hoping to see. I'm hoping it comes through on Facebook. So check on there. I won't be able to see your comments because I haven't figured out how to do that yet. But I just want to know if it is actually out there on Facebook as well. All right, so Orlando with the 1-0 victory there. Let's go to the next one. DC United, Nashville SC, 2 teams right there in the thick of the playoff race in the Eastern Conference. A 0-0 draw. Boring game. Expected the under in this one. I really did. And That's what we got. DC United couldn't score. Neither could Nashville. Nashville's defense, man, that defense is just really stymieing. And that's where I'm like, you know what? This team may make a run at the MLS Cup because of that defense and how well they play and how much this team does not lose games. That is the strength for Nashville. They draw or they win. And in the playoffs, that helps because then if you get the draw, you're going into extra time or you're going into penalty kicks and you've got an opportunity to win. So, all right, Zachary says, yeah, you're showing up on Facebook. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. That is awesome. Thank you very much, Zachary. Appreciate that. DSO talking about, oh, Henry. What are we talking about? Football, DSO? Come on, man. Come on now. You know we don't talk about football here on a soccer podcast, my man. What are you doing? Nah, you in a genjutsu, mother. You in a genjutsu. Yes, you are. There you go. Rocky does it all in the house. My man, Mike G. What's up, Rocky? How are you, brother? Good to see you. And then you got, you like that Fire 2020? That was some good stuff, wasn't it? Yeah, y'all in that battle over there. There you go. Maximus LKS 9999. BR, Brazil flag. I love it. Very cool. HJU says Mexico, USA coming soon. Can't wait for that one, man. That's going to be a hell of a game at the World Cup qualifiers. Can't wait. I got my graphics all ready. They're just all there, man. All there because, dude, I was at TQL Stadium. I got a great background there. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. There you go. Fire 2020. Mike, you're genjutsu. Nah, I'm not in a genjutsu. I'm straight tonight, my man. Last night, I was in a total genjutsu, brother. Woo, child. I was messed up last night. But not tonight. I'm bringing my A game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're rolling. We're rolling. All right. DC Nashville 0-0 draw. They stay even in the standings. Toronto, Atlanta United. Atlanta gets the victory. 2-0 on the road. We knew this was going to happen. I did. I called it. Atlanta was going to get the victory over Toronto. Yeah, they were hot. They were playing okay lately in their last few games, but I knew that it wasn't going to happen. I knew that Atlanta would get it done. Now, I will say, TFC fans, hang out towards the end of the show. I'm going to give you my off-season prescription for Toronto FC, requested by Mr. Ryan T. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. Especially if they hire me to run the team, which they should do. All right, Atlanta, good victory for them. They had to have 3 points against one of the worst teams in the league. They had to do it, and they did it at BMO Field. A goal from Araujo as well as from Maxi Moreno in the dying minutes of stoppage time. 2 red cards in this one, Auro and Barco. Bernardo Labrada on today. How you doing, my man? I'm doing good, brother. How about yourself? So this is, apparently there's some talk about Barco and his card. He might be able to that card may get rescinded or something if they appeal it, because there's room for that. TFC, who cares? Their season's over. We'll talk about what they should do in the offseason coming up next. All right, guys, let's take a quick second here. Make sure you guys check out our memberships. All right, we've got memberships here on the channel. The little join button down below. We've got 3 different levels. Check them out. The first team starter level gets you access to the loyalty badges and the emojis that you see in the chat that these guys have. Awesome emojis. Get your name in the scroll below me. $1.99 a month, guys. If you're not joined and you watch these, it's $1.99. Come on now. Get on it. Next up, the designated player level. You're going to get all those perks from the last level, plus you're going to get your name in the description of every single video that we do. Not to mention that 20% off of merchandise. Sons of a Pitch merch. We just sold a new tumbler mug last night. Guys, these mugs are awesome. You got to go get one. You can get 20% off if you're a DP member. Then for the sports bettors, the All-Star membership level. All of the perks that I've just mentioned before, first team starter and designated player, plus you get an exclusive video with my over-under picks, my prop bet picks, my parlay picks for the week, as well as BTTS, both teams to score. Hit that join button down below right now. And if you're on an iPhone, head onto your desktop, go to YouTube, sign up that way, and then all the perks will be there on your phone. Check it out, guys. It is awesome. We are the best community for soccer on YouTube, period. Can't wait to see each and every one of you guys join up. All right. Now, Toronto and Atlanta. Atlanta gets the victory. We move to the next game. Houston and Seattle. Here's another one that messed up my money last week, okay? And there, a new Wiseman says, Josie and Bradley put up more energy than they did against Trinidad. And it didn't help much, did it? Exactly. TFC needs to fire Bill Manning. Just wait for my my rundown there. We got that covered. Are you going to stream Monday Night Football, Troy? How many times, brother, do we have to tell you? Absolutely not. Not on this channel, my man. Not on this channel. HJU says Bob Bradley, new head coach for TFC. Maybe. Diego Chara will be out on yellow card next Timbers game. That guy's always getting yellow cards. Eventually, we knew it would happen, right? Exactly. All right. Houston over Seattle. Seattle can't get it done on the road. I thought they were going to be able to do it at plus 170 odds. I figured, oh, yeah, they got this. Houston, horrible team in the West. Seattle, best team in the West, right? Come on. This is going to be easy. We'll get this. No problem. Well, I was wrong. And that one hurt me as well. But it doesn't matter. We're going to bounce back good this week for sure. And you know what? Seattle, Madronda, they weren't there. They did not show up. Maruti and Darwin Quintero in the first 20 minutes put the stranglehold on Seattle. And there you go. Luis Angel Campo in the house. October LAFC 20. Like it. Release yourself from Jackson Mahomes. Indeed, HJU. Oh, God, we've got the football talk going over here. Got the football talk going. I love it. So Houston gets a crazy victory that they normally don't get over Houston or over Seattle. And you know what? The best team in the West, takes a little break for a little bit of time. Next up, Atlanta and Minnesota, a 1-0 victory for the Loons. Frangipane with the goal in the 16th minute gives the Loons the road victory over Austin at Q2 Stadium. And that's something where Q2 Stadium, man, they usually rock out there and they play well. So that's an impressive result from Minnesota, in my opinion. But again, I don't know. Maybe Minnesota's for real. Maybe they're not. I don't know. Zachary says Atlanta, Austin, homie. Did I say Atlanta? Did I really? God, man. The Scotch is catching up, boys and girls. The Scotch is catching up to me. I was on my A game. Now I'm getting into Genjutsu over here. All right, Minnesota. 1-0 victory there over Austin. Next up, RSL Colorado. Real Salt Lake, Rocky Mountain Cup champions. Krylak, Rubin, and Anderson Julio the goals. Eunice Namely the goal for Colorado. And Isaiah. Where you at, brother? And by the way, Isaiah, I'm glad we got that fixed there for you on that, so you could. But I say get on Rapid Waters, man. That way everybody sees Rapid Waters in there, and then they're gonna know to go check out your channel if you're a Rapids fan, or if you're an RSL fan like HJU and you just want to go talk some shit to Isaiah, you can do that. So RSL Krylak, the man just keeps scoring goals. Rubin is on fire. There you go. It totally. Rubin is totally there. 100%, man. 100%. Man's playing great. And there you go. Daniel Young, welcome to First Team Starter. My man. Thank you, Daniel. Much appreciated, brother. Welcome back to the team, man. You took a little hiatus there. Glad to have you back as the First Team Starter, man. Love it, dude. Love it. Brother BKL in the house as well. Hey, Mike, an SOP fan. I'm here. Good stuff. And then Isaiah says, I think Fraser wanted to prioritize the Seattle game. Well, that's very clear. Very clear, Isaiah. No doubt. Because you have to. RSL, even though RSL is in that playoff picture, and RSL looks like a decent team. They do. They look like a decent team. But the Rapids, they want to push for that top of the West, but you're not going to be able to do that if you keep losing the games like RSL here. So you got to be smart. RSL, Damir Krylak, this guy, he hits all the time. When RSL's playing, I put him in as my player to score because this man scores goals. He scores goals left and right. He doesn't do it in bunches, but he does score very consistently. I wonder what his season total is. So if anybody knows what his goal total is, he's got to be getting close there. And there you go. HJU says, Damir, bro, he is really good. He really is. And Daniel Young didn't come through there. His chat. Daniel Young says, I want to be the DM, central mid, center back, starter level player. There you go. Hey, with 3 spots like that, Daniel, we can definitely get you in one of those spots, my man. Definitely. Love it, man. Love it. All right, so RSL with the victory. Moving on, LA Galaxy and the Portland Timbers. We did this game live. Our live stream reaction last weekend was the Galaxy and the Timbers. A good victory for LA Galaxy. They get the win. 2-1. Chicharito with a goal, and then Kleshchin in the 92nd minute to win it for the Galaxy. Blanco in the 72nd minute. And look at that, all the LA Galaxy fans showing up there. Vamos Galaxy. Let's go Galaxy. Alejandro Orozco in the house. What's up, Alejandro? How are you, my man? How are you? All right, it was a pen. Yes. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And Rocky says the Timbers gifted the Galaxy. Of course, Rocky, of course. That's going to be the take. I think Portland should have won that game. Really, watching that game, it looked like Portland was going to win that game. I will be honest there and give you that, Rocky. No doubt, no doubt. But they didn't, and that's what matters. LA Galaxy, get back on track. Keep pushing up the Western Conference. Can they figure out a way to slide into the playoffs here after struggling for a large part of the summer here in the season? So, next up. And, speaking about lives, okay? So, speaking about live stream reactions. So, this week, I don't have my schedule up yet, okay? I don't have my schedule up yet. However, I do know that we are going to be live a lot, doing a lot of baseball over on Colorcast. Because right now, Colorcast is paying the bills, ladies and gentlemen. We just got paid $150 for moving from the first round to the second round, finishing in third place. Right now, we're in first place of the ALCS. We just had another crazy popping off stream on Colorcast. So, I'll be live. And there you go. HJU says, why baseball? Because baseball is paying my bills right now, brother. I'm not making $900 in a month on YouTube right now, okay? You know what I'm saying? I can make $950 if I win this Grand Slam Challenge. So if you've got an iPhone, download the Colorcast app now with the link in the chat. Get on it, guys. I need all of your help. We are getting this stuff popping off. We're in first place right now in the ALCS. The top 4 move to the World Series, and then the winner of the World Series wins $500. So that's where my plan is for this week. We'll see how the weekend goes. Maybe, just maybe, I will put on a game on Saturday for MLS if the schedule works. But I think I might be too tired out from doing all these baseball games on Colorcast. We'll see. We'll see. And there you go. Isaiah says Colorcast is lit. And look at that. We got ourselves a super chat here tonight. Alejandro, $2 super chat. My man. Thank you, Alejandro. Much appreciated, brother. $2 on the super chat. Love it, dude. Love it. Thank you, guys, so much. And there you go. HJU says, go Dodgers. Maximus, go Dodgers. All right, so we got some Dodgers fans in the house. Maximus, HJU, you got an iPhone. You're clicking that link right now and downloading Colorcast. That's what's going to happen, right? You're downloading Colorcast. You're going to come find me and hit that follow button when I'm live for that Dodgers and Braves game. They got a lot of comeback to do. Alejandro, $2, my man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And there you go. No problem. Love it, my man. Much appreciated, brother. Much appreciated. And there you go. Braves for a new Wiseman in Atlanta. Braves, go Braves. We'll see if they can pull this off. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, they're up 2-0. They might be able to pull this off and make it to the World Series. Will be fun. A new Wiseman. You got an iPhone? Download the Colorcast app, brother. Do it, man. We'll be live tomorrow for both games. LA and the Braves, as well as the Houston-Boston game. Make sure you come find us for that. And hell, I'll even message you on Twitter when I go on. That way you can jump on and get the listen, because that's how it's based. Listens as well as likes. So we need all the help we can get there. All right, guys, let's move forward in these games here to the Sunday games. Red Bulls of New Jersey beating New York City 1-0. Caceres Jr. with the goal in the 3rd minute early, quickly. And the Red Bulls beat New York City. New York is red, ladies and gentlemen. New York is red. The last time they did that home and home, it was a draw by the grace of God or by the referees. But the Red Bulls got the draw, and then they beat New York City at home. Well, now they win again 1-0 on the road or at home at Red Bull Arena over New York City. What the hell is going on with New York City, guys? Look, I told you guys, DSO, Brother BKL, Danny, we were going to talk about New York City. We're going to talk about New York City. What the hell is going on? What is going on with this team? DSO says, fire Ronnie Dyla. They're going to have to. They're going to have to if they don't make the playoffs. There's no way that this team cannot make the playoffs and that man still stay as coach. We'll see what happens. But New York City, They better figure it out quickly. Because right now, the way their form is, the way they're playing, they are not going to make the playoffs. And that's not acceptable for New York City. Not acceptable. Brother BKL says, Mike, I try to understand, but they need to understand that is why I wrote tweets, and they need to understand about the game. They do. They're not playing good football right now, or good soccer, as Troy wants the football game on. But, dude, they're not playing good soccer right now. It's disjointed. It's ugly. They can't score a goal. They've got no offense going on. Nothing. This team is in shambles right now. In shambles. Complete and utter shambles. And they got to turn it around quickly if they want to make it there. They got it. Daniel Young says, I'm beyond disappointed, man. I'm with you. I am very disappointed in New York City. I had this team making the playoffs, no doubt. I thought they were going to be in the playoffs, and they're not even... They're not going to make the playoffs. They keep playing like this. They're just sitting in the 7th spot right now, I believe. And this team is in trouble. Fire Dela, promote Bellucci, boycott games, and pressure the club into getting a stadium. Exactly, DSO. And I was actually talking with Daniel Young about this, about the stadium. He enlightened me a lot on the stadium situation there and minor league ballparks in Staten Island and getting out of Red Bull Arena and all that kind of stuff. Man, they have got to get out of Yankee Stadium. They have got to build a stadium. They got to get it done. Do what you need to do, get it done. I think they will eventually. They have to. MLS has got to start putting some pressure on this team. The ownership group. How is Manchester City not putting some real pressure on this team to get this done or getting it done themselves? Like, this is crazy. Crazy. A new Wiseman says, Manchester Yankees full of broken promises. Ouch. Yeah. DSO says, the only hope we have is the schedule benefits NYCFC with 3 home games and a winnable away game versus Miami. 100%. 100%. That is the only beacon of light for New York City right now, is they do have that, they do have a chance because they've got a lot, the favorable schedule, for sure. Brother BKL says, the tweet said, keep pushing to the limit in 5 more games and concentrate to your mind to find the glory for a goal. That's why I won't remove blue jersey I wear. 100% points, 100% blue heart, Statue of Liberty. Brother BKL, die hard, man, die hard. And I know you, DSO, Daniel Young, you guys bleed blue. And you're there for your team. Don't stop believing. Let's get behind them. But, hey, they got to figure it out. They got to figure it out. DSO says, we don't get at least 10 points in the last 5 seasons over. I can see it. 100%. Banter FC at its finest. Man United sucks. They need to fire the head coach. I know nothing about it, man. I know nothing about it. Even if you got to build New Jersey, just build it and get it done. See, that's where I have a problem. Don't do it. I would go to the suburbs of New York before I would go back to Jersey. That's what I would do. I wouldn't mess around. I wouldn't mess around with that. That was what this club was built on, founded on. We're going to be New York City Football Club. We're not playing in Jersey. They got to stay true to that. You can't just bounce off of that. You can't do it. Now, Alejandro asks, are you doing a stream for the CCL final? Yes, I do have it in the books. It is in my schedule to do a stream for the CCL final between Club America and Monterrey. I can't wait for that game. I'm hoping that that I'm not going to be out of town for that one, because I might be. But my plan is right now to do that game for sure. All right, only we need the 4th, 5th, or 6th seed. That's only we get it and fight back. Now, that's something I've been saying about New York City for a long time, actually, is I wouldn't mind it if New York City was on the road in the playoffs. If they pulled in the 6th or 7th seed and go after the road games, that might benefit them. That might. Because the pressure that's there on this team is insane from the City fans, which is rightly due. Trust me, I'm not saying it's not rightly due. It is. But if this team squeaks into the playoffs and they're an underdog, they got no pressure on them, and they're on the road and they don't have to fight about, are we playing at Yankee Stadium, are we playing at Citi Field, are we playing at Red Bull Arena, are we playing here, are we playing there, are we going to go play in a parking lot? They're just going to focus on the game. And they're on the road. That could do well. That could bode well for them because, like DSO says, NYCFC will make the playoffs to bomb out in round 1. Well, they have struggled in that in the past. But where have they lost those games in the past? At home. At home as the number 1 seed, the number 2 seed, that's when they lose because they get booted out of Yankee Stadium for Citi Field or Red Bull Arena or wherever else, and they can't handle the pressure. So maybe the 6th or 7th seed might be good for them. Anyways, that's enough talk about that. Let's move to the next game, Vancouver and Sporting Kansas City. Vancouver and SKC. Zachary Harden. Bruh. What the hell happened to your SKC, man? Well, this SKC team is way too inconsistent. They're way too inconsistent. I like them at the top of the Western Conference. I think they can play with some of the better teams in the Western Conference on a good day. But you don't know when that good day is going to come. For example, it didn't come yesterday. Vancouver with the victory over SKC 2-1. Gald, the new number 10 for Vancouver. Tybert, the goals for Vancouver, up 2-0 before Russell gets one back in the 43rd minute. And, man, Vancouver is on a roll, man. 100% a new Wiseman. Vancouver is on a roll. It's roast Zach time, right? It is, man. These guys have got... where's the consistency? For Vermees, I love Vermees. I love I love him as a coach. But where is the mental strength for this squad? Where is that road form? And when are they going to stay consistent? They go on the road and get a big road result, and then all of a sudden, shit the bed at home. What are they doing? How is this happening? I don't know what's going on with SKC, and I don't have faith in them because they don't have any consistency whatsoever. Vancouver's a good team. They are on a roll, like a new Wiseman says, and Isaiah says, man, I'm glad SKC lost so we can still take second seat. Totally. Colorado could get second seed, for sure. But, man, this Vancouver team is on a roll right now. They're making a push towards the playoffs. I don't know if it's for real. We'll find out when I review my picks and predictions for who's going to make the playoffs coming up here in a little bit. But it's going to be good. The main issue is we do not have a true replacement for Busio. We also just rely too much on Polito. Polito being out, we pretty much just lob an Insula to JR or Shallowy. Right, and I get that Polito's out. But, dude, you got Daniel Shallowy. You got Johnny Russell on the wings. You've got talent on this team. That should not be an issue. I understand when my boys, Toronto FC, you're like, oh, our striker's out. Who you got? Patrick frickin' Mullins, okay? Nobody. TFC's got nobody up top. SKC still got guys up top. Shallowy's banging in goals left and right. Johnny Russell, the man can score. He's done well this season with goals. They have got to stay strong. They have got to be able to handle that when Polito is out. And Busio, yes, I agree. That is a very big weak spot for this team once he left for Venezia. And they got to figure it out, man. They got to figure it out. Playoff time is coming. You've been using central defense on a rotation, and that's where we've been having issues. Right, in the defense and the CDM positions, that's the issues for Sporting Kansas City. It's time to pull it together, SKC. The playoffs are coming up close. So there you go. Daniel says, Isaiah, you should thank NYCFC for the gift of Jonathan Lewis. Totally, 100%. All right, guys, let's move forward. Let's talk a little bit about my picks and predictions for who's going to make the playoffs. I'll review my preseason picks as well as I will do my my picks for the top 7 in each conference. As soon as we get back from the commercial break, the podcast sponsorship break. The podcast is sponsored by Donovan Food Brokerage, as well as Nice Premium Iceland Pure Spring Water and Skira Icelandic Water. So on the podcast side, you're going to get that and John Donovan talking about the Fire. And here on YouTube, I'm going to put up my BetUS graphic, and then I'll be back in about 30 seconds or so to take us through those picks and predictions for the MLS Cup playoffs and Toronto FC's offseason prescriptions, plus a look at the Concacaf World Cup qualifiers as well. Be right back, guys. All right, guys, back from break. All right, let's talk about some stuff here. We got Ken Boy joining in on the chat. What's up, Ken Boy? How you doing, man? Hit that like button, guys. Smash that like button. We're sitting at 15 likes and 18 watchers. Come on now, hit the like button. Get on it. And Zachary does not like the 200 character limit. Well, just do it in 2 chats, brother. Just do it in 2 chats, man. I hear you. I hate it too. All right, so let's go to the next part of the podcast, TFC's issues. All right, TFC, this team is struggling mightily right now. Their season's over. Ryan T asked for a prescription for the offseason. What does their offseason look like? Well, Ryan T, I got your back, man. You got huge support here for Sons of a Pitch and for TSI, brother. So I got you, man. I got you. So let's talk about it. All right, here is my first page of my TFC offseason plan by Sons of a Pitch Soccer. The day after the regular season, fire Bill Manning, fire Ali Curtis, fire Javier Perez. Get rid of them. Move on. It's time. Bill Manning has seen one collapse in 2018 after winning the Cup and then looking like trash going after that Concacaf Champions League. Then Ali Curtis has been horrible ever since we brought him on. Javier Perez, he's done okay, but I just can't get behind it. I need to see better results. This team has way too much talent to be sitting at the bottom of the Eastern Conference where they are. Okay? Now, within 1 month, hire the new president and new GM. Simple. All right? Go get a new president. MLSE's got some guys in the wings. Let's get it done. Go find Tim Lewicki, bring him back. GM, figure it out. And announce the return of Seba Javinko. All right? We know it's coming. It's going to happen. Seba hasn't signed with anybody as of yet. He's living in Toronto. He's running his business in Toronto. Let's get him back in Toronto where he belongs and get it. All right? Then, by the end of the year, 2021, we need to hire a new head coach. I got a list of options here for those new head coach to fill that position. Bob Bradley from LAFC. I am 100% down with Bob Bradley as the head coach of TFC. Michael Bradley. You'll see him later in the list. I said, you know what? It's time to retire and become a coach, Michael Bradley. So, you know what? I'm all for Michael Bradley taking the head coaching position at TFC or being an assistant to his dad, Bob Bradley. That's what I actually see happening. My true thought is to bring in Bob Bradley as head coach with Michael Bradley as an assistant. Or call Robin Fraser. Sorry, Isaiah, you got to get it. Robin Fraser's a beast. Greg Vanney, bring him back. I don't think it's going to happen, but hey, it's worth a shot. And high-profile MLS assistant coach, if all else falls through. Get somebody that has MLS experience. That is, bottom line, that's what we need. All right, that's what we need. And Jay says, Pa's having some serious family issues. Oh, that's not good, man. I hate to see that. Bob is the only MLS coach I would take. Vanney and Fraser ain't going anywhere. I agree. They're probably not, but I wanted to at least throw that in there. All right, now some of the players. Release or buy out the following players. Achara, the man's taking up an international spot. He's got to go. Josie Altidore, buy out the designated player spot. Josie, I love him. He's a legend at the club. But, dude, take your drama somewhere else and take your ankle injuries somewhere else as well, okay? Or just retire because it's over. You're not playing for the U.S. national team. It's done. Alex Bono, let's trade him. Move him within MLS. Should be able to get a king's ransom for Alex Bono. The man has got USMNT caps. Should be okay. Bradley, as I mentioned earlier, retire to head coach or assistant. De Leon, I like Nick De Leon. Very good player. Trade that man to a USA team. All right? Trade him to a United States team. The border regulations, the vax stuff is killing him. I'm fine with him moving to a U.S. team. Dunn, he has not amounted to anything. He's been on loan with the CPL times. Forget about it. Dom Dwyer, get rid of him. The guy, I can't believe they signed this guy. It was a Band-Aid while they were in Orlando, and it was a huge mistake. Erickson Gallardo, a TAM player, has not lived up to due. He's got to go. Omar Gonzalez, he's on a TAM contract. He's too slow. He can play against York United. That's about it in the CPL. Other than that, not going to happen. Kamar Lawrence. The guy has been a shell of his former self since he came in, all right? A shell of his former self. And Jay says, I keep Auro. That's about it. I'm done giving Auro chances, Jay. I'm done giving Auro chances. He's not amounting to what he should have been. We signed this guy from Sao Paulo. He was supposed to be something special, and he's not turned out to that. And then Connor, what's up, Connor? How you doing, man? Thanks for jumping on Colorcast earlier and jumping on the podcast episode. Love it, man. Love it. Zachary says Dwyer was not the same after he left XKC. No, he wasn't. When he went to Orlando, it was not good. Not good. All right, so then Justin Morrow's retiring. We do know that. Patrick Mullins, enough said. Bye-bye. See you later. Soteldo, it's another DP spot. Sell him to Europe. Now, what you're talking about there with Pozuelo, I keep Pozuelo if all is well. But you're saying he's having some issues. So, I'm okay with if we have to move Pozuelo, we keep Soteldo, vice versa. Okay? Zavaleta, if Vandy doesn't come back, nephew gone. It's time to get rid of the nephew. All right? Got to get rid of the nephew. And then Auro, like we talked about. We will take Nick DeLeon at NYCFC as MLS experienced veteran 100%. Lots of rumors of Italians coming to TFC. Good. I like Italians. I'm Italian myself, so I like it. And then Daniel, he's great coming off the bench. Good depth player. He is. He really is. He really is. And then DSO says, hell no, Daniel Young. Release yourself from that Genjutsu. The Genjutsus will never die. I think that might become a thing here on Sons of a Pitch Soccer Central moving forward. All right. Next up, my second page. So I'm going to tell you my starting 11 and the kids bench, the bench with the kids. Okay, so here it is. Goalkeeper, Westberg. He stays. Right back, Larea. If the man does not go to Europe, I can see him being, I can see him being in the fray. Chris Mavinga, got to stay. Another center back, use your TAM. Use your TAM and get a good center back. Left back is a need. Designated player. Yeah, y'all might think I'm crazy with my parentheses and Fonzie. Make it happen, TFC. Make it happen. I don't care if it costs $50 million, $80 million. Get it done. This man is a Canadian legend. Toronto FC has the money. MLSC has the money. This man should be plying his trade in MLS and Toronto for the Canadian men's national team and Toronto FC. That would be absolutely huge. You probably think I'm crazy, and you know what? It probably is a little crazy. But that's where I'm going. If I'm the new GM, if I'm the new president, I'm making it happen. You bring Fonzie onto this team, and you pair him up with the talent the TFC has, and another DP striker, if you can keep Pozuelo, I guarantee you this team wins MLS Cup without a problem. Without a problem. Prizo, I like him. He's got to stay. He's got the injury bug, but you keep him. Oso, Delgado, Pozuelo in the midfield with Jovinko and a high-profile DP. Hey, there you go, man. You say it. And Seba coming back. He's at BMO every day. He's coming back. He is coming back, Jay. He is coming back. And then Insigne, Lorenzo Insigne. I wouldn't mind that. Jovinko and Insigne up top. They're both a little small, so maybe you got to get a number 9 in there that can really ball, but that's when Akinola comes into play. But hey, there you go. That's a chance, right? There's a chance. Fonzie ain't happening. He's in Europe till he retires. Jay, I know it's a pipe dream, okay? But get it done. Go for it. Give it a shot. TFC, y'all made history when y'all brought Sebastian Jovinko over from Juve, okay? So why not go for it? Why not go after it? Give it a shot and try and get Fonzie back to Canada. He loves the country. This man has been wearing his heart on his sleeve for the Canadian men's national team. I say it's worth a shot. You go get him. Spend some money, make it happen. Now, obviously, it's kind of pipe dreams or whatever. Y'all see that. I get that. I'm starting to sound like Ryan Anderson here with all these crazy ideas, but I'm going for it. If I am the GM, if I am the president of Toronto FC, that's what I'm going for. Keep the kids. Akinola, Marshall Ruddy, Nelson, Okela, Perusa, and Singh. Keep them on the bench and make it happen. But look, TFC's got a lot of work to do in the offseason, and I think they'll be okay. I think they're going to figure it out. I think they're going to do fine, but they got to get rid of Ali Curtis, and they've got to get rid of Bill Manning. It's done. It's over. All right, now, enough of that. Ryan T, I can't believe Ryan's not on. I even sent him a message on Twitter, man. I need to talk to him again. But we do need a proper coach to start. We'll get there. We'll get that. I'm not worried about that. Bob Bradley and Michael Bradley will be coaching on the sidelines for TFC in 2022. Mark my words. Now, let's look at the standings here before I get into my MLS picks, because we're at about 46 minutes. We got to wrap this up coming up here because John Donovan's got 6 minutes on the podcast episode. All right, so New England number 1, 66 points. Nashville at 48, Philly at 46, Orlando 45, Atlanta 42, DC United 41, Montreal 41, and New York City sitting outside the playoff position at 40 points right now, with the Red Bulls tied at 40 points. Columbus at 37. The rest of the teams don't have a shot. Miami, even though mathematically they're not eliminated, they are. Chicago, Toronto, and Cincinnati are done. Looking at the Western Conference, Seattle, still number 1 after that loss to Houston. SKC, still number 2 after that loss. Colorado, 3rd, 51 points. Portland, 46. RSL, 42. Galaxy, 42. Minnesota, 41. Vancouver, 40. LAFC, 37. And then the rest of the teams don't have a shot. San Jose, Houston, Dallas, and Austin. So the state of Texas is in pain. In a lot of pain right now. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. All right, so let's get into the picks. My picks and predictions. First, I'm going to relook at my picks from the beginning of the season, the preseason. Oh, God, it's not pretty. It's not pretty, guys. It really is not pretty. But you know what? It is what it is. That's why we call them predictions, especially the beginning of the season predictions. You never know what it's going to be. And I was a little bit off. In the Eastern Conference, I had Atlanta as the top seed in the East. Yeah, we all saw what happened there. Columbus, number 2. We saw what happened there. Toronto FC, oh my God, that team is horrible. I can't believe I picked them to make the playoffs. I believed. I mean, they finished 2nd last year. I thought they had a chance. Then, New England, New York City, Orlando, and Philadelphia. Now, in the West, I had Portland Timbers, Seattle Sounders, LAFC, Sporting Kansas City, Minnesota, Colorado, and the Galaxy. My order has only changed in the Western Conference. And one team. And the same in the East. But I have my 7 teams to make the playoffs. In MLS, out of the Eastern Conference, New England finishing up top. They're going to get it. They've already clinched it. Nashville, number 2. Orlando, number 3. Philadelphia, number 4. Atlanta in the 5 spot. New York City gets into the playoffs because of that favorable schedule that they have. And then I think the Crew make their way into the playoffs, even though they're sitting outside looking in now at 37 points. I see them passing the Red Bulls. I see them passing DC. I see them passing Montreal and making it into the playoffs. Now in the Western Conference, I've got Seattle winning it. SKC coming in 2nd. Colorado coming in 3rd. Portland coming in 4th. LA Galaxy moving from 6th to 5th. Minnesota moving from 7th to 6th. And Vancouver leapfrogging everybody, including RSL. Well, RSL falls all the way down. Vancouver moves into that 7th spot. They're just too hot right now. They're just too hot, and RSL's way too inconsistent for me. So there you have it. There's my picks. So kind of similar to the preseason, but the order's way off. Way off. But there's the 7 I've got in the East and the West. We'll come back once the beginning of the playoffs start, and we'll let you know how exactly that goes down. But these are my predictions for MLS Cup playoffs as we stand right now. And these teams have about 5 games left in the season, 4 or 5 games left in the season to get there. All right. So there's my picks. Really quickly, let's run over the World Cup qualifying games that just happened. On October 13th, United States beats Costa Rica. Canada whoops up on Panama. Jamaica gets a big victory over Honduras in Honduras. And Mexico beats El Salvador 2-0, setting up the next window next month very, very nicely. It's going to be a fun window to watch. The standings in CONCACAF right now, Mexico up top with 14 points. United States right behind them at 11. Canada with 10 in 3rd place. Those are your 3 qualifiers out of CONCACAF. I am a firm believer that it's going to be those 3 teams in the World Cup as guaranteed. Panama in 8 points there in the 4th spot. Costa Rica with 6. Jamaica with 5. El Salvador with 5. And Honduras with 3. Rounding out the top 8. The next window is going to be very, very important. We'll see how it goes. Isaiah already has 2 words. Berhalter out. It's not going to happen, dude. It's not going to happen. Okay? Isaiah. The man has 2 trophies in the summer, and they're sitting in 2nd place through 6 games of the World Cup qualifiers. 1 win behind. 1 win. Only one. Only 1 win behind Mexico. It's not happening. They're not firing Berhalter. Just get over it. It's not happening. All right. So with that, guys, that's it. That is it for this episode. We're done. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching. We're at 16 likes. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. And again, as a reminder, the live stream reactions, I don't know what I'm going to be doing for a live this weekend, if I'm going to do one at all, because we're in the ColorCast Grand Slam Challenge right now. Guys, I just won $150, and thank you to you, all right? It's because of you guys. It's not because of me. I can get on here all day long. I've gotten on before, and I haven't been able to pull in the listeners. This is because of you that are getting me this win. And you know what? I get this money, and I put it right back into the channel to continue to make a better product like this. You see these graphics. You see OBS. I'm getting rid of StreamYard, all this kind of stuff. This is what it is. So make sure you guys download that ColorCast app with the link in the chat. And let's go, man. There you go. DSO says, hey, man, don't get mad, Mike. Make that bread. I'll happily join ColorCast when I can. Thank you. Thank you, DSO. Much appreciated, my man. We just need the listens. So you just pop into the game, listen for a few minutes, hit that like button in a slow motion every once in a while, and then hop off. Much appreciated. I'll be live tomorrow all night long for the Red Sox, the Astros, the Dodgers, and the Braves, and then pretty much every day going forward there. So we'll see how it goes going forward there, and if we can get a game to do on the weekend, which, again, there, Isaiah, great one there. Colorado-Portland is a good game to stream. You know what, Isaiah? I thought about it. It's actually written down on my calendar. If it wasn't for this ColorCast thing here, I probably would be doing that game. And I may still do that game. It all depends. We'll see how it goes here through the week and whatnot. All right, Luis Angel Ocampo says October, Mexico 20, October, LAFC 20, October, LAFC 23. Nice. Love it, Luis. Thanks for joining, my man. Thank you guys for joining. Lots of fun. Lots of fun as always. Thanks for listening. Regular podcast episode number 216. Season 4 episode number 227. And we'll see you guys real soon. Again, I did my picks and predictions today I released it. It will be out. I will be doing this only for the midweek games. I'll be doing a regular picks and predictions episode for the weekend games on Thursday. All-Stars, I got you too on Thursday as well. All right, guys, have fun. We'll see you guys real soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hitting that like button. Thanks for clicking those ads. Thanks for joining the memberships. Thanks for doing the ColorCast. My God, you guys are amazing. We'll see you guys soon. Have a great night, everybody.